The news summary, good evening. Tourism establishments on Ladig have expressed their concerns following new restrictions imposed by the Public Health Authority for people traveling to Ladig for the Assumption Feast of the 15th of August. They say these restrictions will affect their operations as this period of the year, Ladig attracts a lot of foreign visitors as well as Seychellois who goes there for the Assumption Feast. This year, the Health Authority is discouraging people to travel to Ladig except for work purposes. However, those deciding to travel to Ladig are advised to have their COVID test done prior to traveling. The Minister for Foreign Affairs and Tourism, Sylvestre Radegonde, encourages people to follow all guidance set up by the Public Health Authority. SBC has now got more resources for its internal productions. This will be possible now that the National Assembly has formally taken ownership of the production of the National Assembly sessions following the signing of an MOU between the two parties.
It was the Speaker of the National Assembly, Mr. Roger Mossienne, and the Chairperson of the SBC Board, Mr. Gérard Lafortune, who signed the MOU on Friday afternoon at SBC. This was in the presence of the Deputy Clerk of the National Assembly and the Chairman and Vice Chairman of the Media Committee, as well as the CEO and board members of SBC. For the past 27 years, SBC has been the sole producer of live National Assembly sessions for both radio and television. But with the setting up of the broadcast unit of the National Assembly about a year ago and the commissioning of the filming equipment, the responsibility has gradually been relinquished to the broadcast unit, which is now fully fledged to take over the production. The new setup is also providing high-definition images compared to standard definition images provided by SBC.
In an era where there are technology that allows you to do it differently without the human effort and consideration for their welfare, it was appropriate that we moved as fast as we could to have the PTZ cameras, the automatic robotic cameras in place. And for us it's removing that element of long hours filming for our crew. Our crew are now able to move on to do all the productions, internal productions, because yes, National Assembly is a production, but one that takes days in the schedule of any particular week. Now we have these same resources being redeployed for much more pointed use.
The bus terminal in Victoria will now be safer following various work done to better improve the flow of traffic in this place. The work, which took place mainly on the stretch of road near the English River Secondary School, was conducted by both the SPTC and the traffic section in the police force. To note, this stretch of road is very frequented by both pedestrians and motorists, including private vehicles. Various incidents, including fatal accidents, have been reported in this area, thus the reason to conduct these works. 3 sea cucumber divers have started a project to clean 3 reef areas around Mahé, whereby more garbage have been dumped. Marcus Quatre, Mervyn Cedras, and Dominique Telemont say what they have seen is shocking. For 3 weeks now, these sea cucumber divers have been collecting glass bottles, pieces of metals, and ropes between the Providence fishing port and the international airport before moving on to Perseverance in the northwest of Mahé. They have even observed traditional fish traps with fish trapped in them and concrete bricks which they cannot remove so as to not damage the corals growing on and around them. Expert from the Seychelles Conservation and Climate Adaptation Fund, who is funding the 670 million rupees project, will evaluate the information being collected to know the next step forward. The information will also be shared with concerned authorities in order for it to influence new policies. And that's it for the news summary. We'll be back at 8 for the Creole News Bulletin. Bye-bye for now.